based on your ethical approach to your profession as a doctor. So my starting point will be, is it difficult at this moment where we have this platform just to apologize to that patient or those patients where your message or your approach was misconstrued? That's the starting point. I want to hear that apology.
Dr. Ramatube, she was talking about the issue, I think, of the first video, that do you feel there's need to apologize for what happened?
You see, I still need to explain to the people what patient education and information sharing it's all about. When you attend to a patient, we at the medical school, we had a subject called family medicine. Family medicine teaches us that whenever you are confronted with whatever, what is important is that the patient must be educated and informed, because we continuously blaming patients, because we, even as a clinician, you have a responsibility to educate a patient. A cardiovascular surgeon can come and tell you that if you continue with your smoking and whatever during the ward rounds, and you can't come and say, oh, this surgeon has been humiliating me. They can tell you with your obesity, you are going to end up, you're diabetic, you're obese, you are eating a lot of fat and whatever. Sometimes you might think they're very harsh. This limb will be amputated. The problem becomes when people take videos and want to circulate them to serve their own. Whereas this is an issue that in family medicine, we've always defined it as opportunistic health promotion. The patient was not even shown the face. The patient was not even identified what elective procedure was, the details of why the patient was there and whatever was not. But the education and the information sharing with the patient to say, look, this is how the budget works in the country. So for me, that information, when you, I know also, Sophie, sometimes you can get to private hospital. Actually, firstly, they will tell you, show us your medical aid. If you don't have, put up 50,000 up front. You put it, you get admitted, they operate on you. On the discharge, there will be a lady called a case manager who will come and say, tell us how you're going to settle this bill. Because we have operated you, you must settle the bill. Or your medical aid was able to pay so much. Your medical aid pays so much, you are owing so much, pay the bill. That's not humiliating you. And they're telling you in front of even other patients in the ward that you're owing so much, you must be able to pay, you can settle this, and that's it. So patient information, it will be reviewed in any other way. But I'm still that very passionate woman who, even now, what I was doing was passionate. If I had come to this patient before she was operated and say, hey, do you know how my budget ran? I get census, I get this, and then finally this budget must do that and that and that. Before somebody gets operated, I will be inhuman, because that patient will not even trust that that system will operate on me. This person was discharged on the way home.
No, thank you very, very much, Doc. Are you able to take a couple of questions from the floor? Is your time still okay?
We can.
All right, no, that's fine. Whilst I'm getting people up on the mic, I wanted to ask the former health minister, Dr. Mokoena, talked about 70. He said 70% of women giving birth at Musina Hospital are from Zimbabwe. Is this still the case, or it has changed?
No, it has not changed, because the last time we went there, I think it's recent now, after it's even SABC when now they got out of 300 and it was 320, more than 222 were not South Africans, and this is the latest. So if you look at it, it will fluctuate, of course, but it's still very high.
No, thank you very much. D, please go ahead. Ask your question to the MEC.
Yeah, MEC, to the leadership in South Africa and through you, of course, just wanted to highlight that our Minister of Health, General Chiwenga, is a soldier. He has never done anything about medicine in his life. He himself has flown on private jets for healthcare overseas. And right now, as a Minister of Health, he is denying better health care to his ex-wife so that maybe she's been amputated or she's going to be amputated. These are the people who are managing our healthcare in Zimbabwe. Now, for President Mnangagwa to hire a person with those credentials and make them his Minister of Health to look after health provision of 16 million Zimbabweans. Oh, here we are now. This is where we are. And until this elephant in the room, because you said it's an elephant, this is the elephant in the room. Until this elephant in the room is addressed honestly, and even us 16 million Zimbabweans who are suffering begin to realize that the gross negligence done by our president, Emerson Mnangagwa, in hiring a soldier to manage health services for 16 million people.
Can we do a question, D? Because we're trying to get as many people as we can. Let's avoid comments because I want to protect the MEC. She can't delve into internal politics of Zimbabwe. Let's keep it at a pay grade.
Thank you. It was just a comment. Hopefully she heard it. She can relay it to whoever makes decisions to engage Zimbabwe government. Thank you.
I'm sure she has heard it too. Priscilla, please go ahead.
Thank you, Hope. Mine is a word of thanks to Dr. Poppy. Thank you very much for your patience and for your contribution, honestly, and the sacrifice that you're continuing to do, and extending your services to the people of Zimbabwe. Thank you for speaking up about this issue, because we have been shouting and no one has been hearing us. So I'm hoping that the Zimbabwean government is listening and that they will take steps to make sure that they fix our healthcare so that we can have a good relationship. But thank you very much.